So we're just going to go right to lying down. And once you're there, let the feet separate. Let the arms rest alongside the body. Flip the palms up towards the sky. And actually, before you really settle, take the shoulders, lift the chest up, take the shoulders back, and then let the chest come back down. So that way we're pulling the shoulders back with just the use of gravity and the position of the body. And we have the palms up, toes pointing away from each other. We're going to just take a moment to pay attention to the way the breath is flowing in and out of the body. Notice if the breath is a little quicker or longer, if it's shallow or deep, somewhere in between. And then notice which parts of the body you feel some tension. So for example, for me, I could feel my scalp is really tight. I was just substitute teaching 5th graders a moment ago. So I was thinking really hard with them. And so now I want to start to relax that. So just kind of feel out. Where are you tense? And then see if you can intentionally let that tension go. So considering the brain itself, if you ever feel a headache coming on, really focus on the brain. Focus on it in a way where you start to allow yourself to relax and release the brain itself. See if you can do that now, relaxing and releasing the brain, softening the brain, softening the surrounding scalp. Notice if you have tightness in the ankles or parts of the legs or the back, the arms, the forearms. Maybe the face. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create tension on purpose. We're going to create a lot of activity and then we're going to release it. And we're going to do this with the breath. So first let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let go through the mouth. Tell yourself it's time to let go in this short period that we're together. And then inhaling through the nose. And release through the mouth, letting go of tension. This time we're going to inhale and tighten up the whole body. Create fists, clench the toes, engage the glutes, scrunch up the face, activate the biceps, the shoulders, the back. Check in where you're not activating. And then exhale, relax everything. So it doesn't have to be like intensely activated, but it'll be much more activated than just lying here. Relax, right? So let's do this a couple more times. So inhale and collect all that energy throughout the body. Collect all the energy. And then exhale and let that energy spread evenly throughout the whole body. Pause before we go further. Intentionally relax those tighter spaces. And let's do that again. So inhale and collect that energy, activate the muscles. And exhale, spread that energy throughout the body so it's evenly distributed. Now watch the breath. The breath will have changed a little bit from when we first started observing it. And then we're going to start to deepen the breath very specific way. If the back is comfortable with the legs extended, you can keep the legs as they are. If you'd like to shift it, you can plant the feet so that they're wider than hips distance. They're at the edges of the mat. And then let the knees touch. And this is just a nice position and restful as it is. And we'll bring left hand to heart, right hand to belly. And let's focus on yogic breathing. So as you inhale, expand the belly upwards and out. Expand the rib cage, expand the chest. In that order, reversing, exhaling from the chest, the rib cage, and then the belly. So now we're engaging the diaphragm, getting the breathing system woken up. So inhaling through belly, rib cage, chest, And exhaling from the chest, the rib cage, and the belly. You can breathe out, in and out through the nose, or you can breathe out through the mouth. Take about 3 or 4 more cycles like this, letting that expansion occur. And feeling the release on the exhale. Continuing to breathe like this, so the position of the hands really help us to sense how we're filling the body, how we're moving it in response to bringing air in and then releasing air out. With the breath, we're giving nutrition to the body and detoxifying it. We're calming the mind and becoming more present in the body. So continue breathing deeply like this. We're going to plant the feet if you haven't already and take the arms out to the sides. We'll start some movement. You can bring the feet a little closer together, but don't let the feet touch. Just keep the feet apart from each other. And then start to roll to the right edges of the mat. And then the right knee might come all the way down, left knee is lowered. Start to rock the head side to side, left and right. Keep the shoulder blades down. And then continue to turn the head just to the left and see if you can draw the left knee down a little bit and then relax the left knee and then just draw. So like the whole left thigh, drawing it down and then relaxing and drawing it down and relaxing, and then just allow yourself to rest here for a moment. So the stretch is mostly you're feeling it through the left quadriceps and in the low back. Because the knees are so low, we aren't going to bring them up so high quite yet. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And then we'll make our way to the other side. So plant the feet. So really they're staying in the exact same spot. Now they're just going to roll to the left edges. Keep the shoulder blades down. Turn the head right and left. Get some circulation going into the neck. So we get stiffness in the neck because we're looking forward. And we're looking at our computer screens. And then we're drawing the chin forward towards to get closer to the computer screen. So now we just want to undo some of that and move the neck. Okay, so then once you're ready, keep the head turning to the right. Push that right thigh down a little bit and then relax. And then 2 more times. And then just allowing yourself to relax into this. Feel the stretch in the right thigh, the right in the low back, especially right side. Nice deep breath in and out. It's a nice slow start. We'll come back into the center. And then walk the feet so that they're still hips distance, but walk the heels in closer to the bottom. Take the arms behind you, and we'll take a deep breath in and lift the elbow up. And exhale, pull the elbow in, feel the elbow touch the mat, and lift the hips upwards. So we're just going to lower it back down and relax and continue to do this. So belly button goes up on the inhale. Exhale, draw it in, lift the hips, and relax down. And we can inhale, lift the belly button. And exhale, relax down. So, or draw up for taking that pelvic tilt. So we're just going to continue to do this a few more times. So we feel a nice extension as we lift the belly button, and then we feel a little bit of a stretch as we pull in, we lift up, we activate the glutes as well, and then relax down. So continue like this. See what you can activate and deactivate. Notice maybe the contrast between this motion and just sitting in a chair. Some of those muscles that get really lazy as we're sitting in chairs are getting activated here, stretched, and heat building in them as we're finding some strength through them. A couple more. Next time you have the hips lifted, take another deep breath. Keep them lifted for a moment. Feel the activity in the low back and the glutes. And then exhale, release, relax. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around them. Maybe lift the head, maybe a little bit of a rocking side to side. All right, so we're going to, let's take one more reclining position before we come up. I kind of just love being midday just on the back. So we're going to bring the right ankle to the left thigh, and let's stretch the hips now that we did some activity there. Lift the left foot up, feel the tightness in the right hip, and then hold the left leg somewhere. So maybe behind the thigh, maybe the shin if you're a little bit more flexible and open, maybe the knee if you need even more. Move these ankles around. Give them some motion. Flex, point, circle. And then relax that left foot, but keep the right foot flexed so you can increase the stretch of the right glutes. Nice deep breath. Try to even out the inhalation and the exhalation. Feel the mind settle with every breath. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. If you are all alone and you feel comfortable, when you take a side, let some voice out, get some of that extra energy out. So we're switching sides. We're going to hold the right leg, move the ankles around. Then relax the right foot, but keep the left foot flexed. Notice the changing sensations as you are stretching the space. Might feel a slow, very slow release. Couple deep breaths. I feel like one more breath here. You might notice an imbalance between the two sides. So the sensations being different based on the time. Go ahead and release this. And then what we're going to do is just roll over to one side. Pause there for a moment. Maybe pillow the head with the arm. Soften the eyes, soften the scalp. Let's rise up to seated. And from seated, we will be just bringing the soles of the feet together. So knees are open. And so sitting down, we'll also get very tight in the hamstrings. So we're going to take a hold of the feet, sit up tall. See if you could start to lean forward now and then get the elbows to some part of the legs, maybe the knees. Let's create some resistance. On the inhale, push the elbows and the legs into each other. If going that far doesn't work, you can use the hands. So pushing into each other. On the inhale, on the exhale, just relax the legs down and see if you can draw the chest forward towards the feet. And then inhaling and resisting. Want to get those hamstrings active, and then exhale, release. Inhale, resist. And exhale, release. One more time. And releasing. And then we're just going to allow ourselves to kind of relax into this. So you have some options. You can take the hands forward. You can release the head. You can also, if you're a little bit more flexible, you can tuck the arms underneath the lower legs and let the arms kind of pull the trunk down. You can let the head go completely and allow for rounding in the back. Most of the time we say unround the back, make it more straight. But in this one particularly, we can round. Couple deep breaths. And we'll start to unroll the spine. Once you rise up, you can roll the shoulders around. Okay, so we're probably tired of sitting, so we're going to come out of seated posture onto hands and knees. And right from here, we'll start to move through cat-cow. So moving in cat-cow, we want to feel the nice fluid motion of the spine. So as we inhale, we let the belly expand, just like when we were breathing deeply. And as we exhale, we empty the chest, the rib cage, the belly, and we pull up. So continue like this a few more times. We'll do a little bit of work with the shoulders. So once you're ready, come to neutral spine. Separate the knees just slightly more than hip distance. And keep the palms down, fingers spread wide. But then we'll lift the right arm. Keep the left arm straight as you thread the right arm through the left. So left arm stays straight, no bending there. So you could feel a nice stretch through the left shoulder as well as the right. Inhaling, lifting. We'll take 4 more. Nice slow, intentional breath and motion that we're joining together. Coordinating the body and the breath when we're here. And then we'll go ahead and bring that right hand down and switch. Inhaling the left arm up. Exhaling through. Inhaling, lifting. As you're doing this, you can feel that the core is engaging. The core can also get a little lazy when we're sitting in chairs. But it's going to help our posture, so let that engage and really feel it. Be aware of it. After we've taken those 5 total, we have 2 possible positions here. So once you come to table, you can open the chest and go into heart chakra posture, which is the hips stay over the knees, the arms extend forward, the forearms stay lifted, the forehead stays down. If you're in this position, you'll feel the armpit stretch, which is really, really nice. But if you'd rather feel the hip stretch, you can lower the hips down to the heels. You might need to separate the knees a little bit and then release down. But see if you can keep the forearms lifted. So that way, even in your child's posture, you're feeling a nice stretch in the upper body. About 2 more deep breaths. And we'll come back up to table posture. Let's pick up the right leg. So we're going to have the hands down as they are. But if your wrists are bothered like this, you can come to the forearms, elbows under the shoulders. Then when you're ready, inhale and pick up the right leg and only have it leveled with the right hip. So we aren't going to go up here. We're just going to keep it level. Okay, so this is good right here. If you feel like you can add another element, take the left arm forward and really feel stable throughout the core, center of the body. Breathing in spinal balance, looking slightly forward. The arm is as high as the shoulder, the foot as high as the hip. And release. Switching sides, extend the left leg, lifting it just high enough. Feel the activity there in the hip. And then when you're ready, take that right arm forward. In a moment, we're going to rest, so we're going to go through 2 other things, and then we'll be lying down. Nice and brief, just a few things that we do with our bodies, and we can feel big shifts. And go ahead and release. We're going to come back to seated. Let's work with the neck for a moment before we lie down. So I'm going to bring the hands and fold them into each other, let the thumb tips touch. Move the shoulders in circles. Move them the other way. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears, back, and then down. And then start to turn the head right and left. We did get some nice neck movement earlier today, so we're going to continue with that. And then bring the head to center. And before we take neck stretches, lift the left arm up, find a side bend over to the right. So you want to feel that stretch through this space here, around the shoulder blade, the outer part, under the shoulder, through the outer part of the armpit, almost towards the chest, but not quite. Down the back through the waist. Other side. And one more breath. Coming up to center. Go ahead and start to turn the head up and down for a moment. Then bring the head to center. Lift the right ear. Head to center. Lift the left ear. Head to center, cross the wrists, bring the fingers to the base of the neck, press into those muscles above the clavicle, lift the chin. And release. We're going to come to lying down on the back. As you're going down to the back, you can potentially, if there's another posture that you feel would be good for you, you can take that like something we took earlier, like a reclining pigeon, or you could take simple spinal twist, similar to what we did as well. So you can also take a bridge posture, which we took, reclining pigeon, but just about like 2 or 3 breaths each side if you're going to go into any of that. And then we're going to be setting up our bodies to rest. So once you've completed that, you'll let the head rest, the arms resting alongside the body, palms flipped up, toes shifting away from each other. So like we did before, we're going to inhale and tense everything up. And then exhale, let everything go. So maybe one more time, inhaling, tensing everything up. Exhale, release. Then just allow the eyes to relax in the skull. Start to let the right arm become very heavy. Let the left arm become heavy. Relax the right leg, let it be heavy. And the left leg heavy. Feel the back, the way it's touching the mat underneath. Feel the organs in the front of the body, in the back, the sides, the whole trunk, and allow the organs to soften. Give them space to do their work by relaxing them. Relax the forehead, the jaw, the right shoulder, left shoulder, front of the neck, back of the neck, sides of the neck. Relax the wrists, the forearms. Relax the ankles and the calves. And feel at this time just a simple existence of your body. The simple existence of any thoughts that come through. And just let yourself rest there. Start to notice your breath. Begin to breathe more deeply again. Move the hands and the feet. It's a short rest, but an effective rest. When you're ready, reach the arms behind, find some length, stretch the body. Point the toes forward, bring the knees in, wrap the arms around the knees. Give them a good squeeze. And then roll to one side or rock right up to seated. Take a moment to allow yourself to feel gratitude for yourself for taking the time in your busy schedule to nourish the body and the mind and to become more present so that hopefully as you go through the rest of the day, you are at your best. Bring the palms together. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and I'll see you in, I think, like a couple months or something like that. All right? Take care.